Sunday. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Matt Breida, the offense, heading back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The 50-yard
From the midfield stripe, they'll look
No
to throw.
fucking
One thing
way.
you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. But no gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From midfield now, Haskins looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
From the gun, Haskins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd down.
Again to the fullback on the dive. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's to 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone. It's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal. From the 1.
They're going to look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. K.J. Hamler, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
2nd and 12.
Running from the gun with Howard. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Breida. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
This is Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He was tackled at the 46.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down, Dolphins.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull him down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Forced to the ground.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Miami.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick up and good. And they will open things up, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just 1 big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd.
Now Howard. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. They run with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Dolphins 27.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Again, it's Howard. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
from the gun. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run with Howard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They go with Howard again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Elude into pressure right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starts on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
He was brought down by...
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a pick.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now we'll give to Breida, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop at only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one of...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Haskins on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
third down. Here's Haskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Montez Sweat getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Washington, 7.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Washington offense back out there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and
out of the shotgun, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 43-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the handoff, this is Breida. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 44 yards away.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 54.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on